Yes, it's the third edition of a Eagles preview with a guy who has an Eagles pennant right behind him. But I am as unbiased as it gets when it comes to my favorite football team. We're talking Monday Night Football. One of the two games on Monday Night Football is the Philadelphia Eagles travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks. So we also have a special offer for you at the end of the video. Let me just say up front, it's really weird the schedule the Eagles have had so far this season. They open up the season on the road Sunday in New England, taking on the Patriots for Tom Brady Day. Then they come back home and play on a Thursday night against the Minnesota Vikings. And now, not only do they have the extra time to prepare, but they have an extra day because they're traveling down to Tampa Bay for Monday Night Football in this situation. So it's been kind of a weird year so far for the Philadelphia Eagles. Almost a little too weird for a team that lost in the Super Bowl, but you're not here for this. You're here for the analysis, so I will move on. Look, the Eagles' offense has been a little disappointing in terms of the passing game. Certainly, Jalen Hurts has not put up the numbers we thought. He's getting the rushing touchdowns, and certainly a Jalen Hurts anytime rushing touchdown should probably be on your card almost any week, considering the tush push is almost undefeated. I think they only haven't gotten the first down or the touchdown once in the history of the tush push, so therefore you should certainly take a look at that when you look at this team. But I mean, the run game has been very good. Now, as of the taping of this video, we have no idea who's going to be healthy in terms of Kenny Gainwell. Will he be in the backfield, and how much will he get the ball as opposed to DeAndre Swift, who was fantastic last week? He clearly is the number one running back here. I don't recommend any running back props for the Eagles until we start to see any sort of consistency here. The other thing that you kind of look at when it comes to the Eagles and health is the health and status of Reed Blankenship, the safety, and this health and status of James Bradberry, the cornerback. James Bradberry was dealing with a concussion. Those two pieces have been very key for this Eagles secondary. Without them, they are extremely young. You're looking at guys like Josh Jobe, Eli Ricks, Mario Goodrich as the corners opposite of Darius Slay. Avonte Maddox most likely out for the season, so that opens things up in the slot for the Philadelphia Eagles, who certainly could be 0-2, but instead they're 2-0 in the season. So that's the Philadelphia side of things. Tampa Bay coming off the win over the Chicago Bears 27-17. They've looked good this season, and certainly when you talk about this team, you're talking about their defense. Todd Bowles does a tremendous job with this defense. And I guess we have to talk about Baker Mayfield. Now, I'm not a Baker Mayfield guy. I admit it fully up front. I don't think Baker Mayfield's a great quarterback, but so far he's settled in nicely into the system. Will that continue? The one thing I can tell you to look at here, I mean, it's one of those things. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Cade Otton, tight end, over on his receptions, over on his yards. You just saw him get a bunch of receptions in the last game. The Eagles are very vulnerable against tight ends and slot receivers. So certainly if you want to look at Tampa Bay's slot receiver, if Bradberry and Slay are both healthy, that means a little bit less for Mike Evans and a little bit less for Chris Godwin. We saw Darius Slay follow Justin Jefferson all around the field last week. I don't know who he necessarily will follow. Most likely Mike Evans, but maybe he doesn't follow as much if James Bradberry is healthy here. But certainly what you want to focus in on is the tight ends and the slot receivers against the Philadelphia Eagles. You want to take a look at Jalen Hurts' anytime rushing touchdown. I think at some point the passing attack is going to break out. Maybe over this extra time period, they're going to figure some things out. We saw the little, I don't know what you would call it, a little conversation between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, and then we saw Jalen Hurts feed him the ball a bunch of times afterwards. Maybe that continues to this week. We'll see what kind of numbers we get on A.J. Brown's receptions. But certainly the Eagles' passing attack is going to break out at some point. Maybe it's this weekend with all the extra time to prepare and kind of diagnose what's been wrong. We'll see what happens in this one, game 1 of 2 for Monday Night Football, the Eagles and the Buccaneers. Certainly, if you want to give me a shot here, you can go and check out my promo code, MATT3, 3 days for $39. May I recommend a Friday? You get Friday baseball, you get Saturday college football, you get Sunday NFL. If you want, instead, do it on a Saturday, and then you can get the Monday Night Football stuff included. But 3 days for $39, MATT3 is the promo code. Make sure that you give us a like and a subscribe here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Lots of videos, whether it's college football, whether it's NFL. We do baseball shows. We do prop shows. We do all sorts of good stuff here on the thing. And if you like us and subscribe, you'll never miss a video, and you'll feel way more informed than you probably already are. Check us out on the YouTube Wager Talk channel. Mid-Major Matt, sportsmemo.com. Sign off.